everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Batman Arkham Knight 7-inch The Joker figure from DC Collectibles. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we've been seeing with all the Arkham Knight figures. You've got the figure clearly displayed in the window box. Off to the side you have the name of the character, and it tells us this is figure number 13 in the series. On the side of the packaging we have that computer generated 3D art for the character, and then on the back of the packaging we have a look at both figures in this wave, so the Joker figure and then the Harley Quinn figure, which we looked at the other day. And then down below it tells us this figure was sculpted by Phil Ramirez. Okay, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging. Now this figure is based on a flashback scene during the video game that recreates essentially the Killing Joke storyline, where the Joker breaks into Barbara Gordon's apartment, aka Batgirl, and shoots her and ends up paralyzing her so that eventually she becomes Oracle. So that's what this costume is based on, and all the accessories that come with it. First of all, we get this camera, and the Joker uses this to take pictures of Barbara Gordon after he shoots her. And you've got some metallic silver, and you've got the black for the rest of the camera, and you can see the little extended lens, and then it's got this strap to go around his neck, which is done with that kind of vinyl material. So overall, pretty nice detailing with this little camera. With this necklace, now, truth be told, I have no idea what this is for. I don't recall him wearing any kind of necklace or having any kind of necklace in the scene, so I don't know why he comes with this. It would have made more sense if he came with a pistol or something that he uses to shoot Barbara, but again, I don't know why they've given him this necklace. Finally, we get two pair of hands with this figure. We get a pair of closed-fisted hands, which are what are attached to the figure when you first take it out of the packaging, and then you get a pair of open hands for holding the camera. And they're just done with brown. He's got these brown gloves on, so they're just done with a kind of dark brown paint. A little bit of wash with them, so overall detail I would say is pretty good. Switching out the hands is easy. You just pull off the hand, and the peg is on the hand, and then you have the hole on the arm, and then you just want to plug in the hand that you want to replace it with, and it should push right in, and it fits nice and tight. And you can just put the camera around his neck if you want, you know, hang off his neck, and that's kind of how it was when he first entered the room, Barbara Gordon's apartment. And then of course you can also put this necklace, which again I don't know what this is for or why they included it. If you remember where this comes from in the game, if it's in the game, let me know, because I'm really kind of curious, because again, you know, something like a pistol would have made so much more sense than this necklace. So for the figure itself, I think they've done a pretty nice job capturing how he looked in the video game in this flashback scene. He's got this hat, and the hat's not removable, and it's done, the lid of the hat is kind of a flexible plastic, so you can bend it a little bit, and it's just white and red. Now I recall that I thought there was writing on this hat, on the white portion of the hat, so I don't remember it being blank, but I could be wrong on that. Then he's got the green hair underneath, and he's got a little bit of wash on the hair, and he's got the big smile with the red lipstick, and that looks pretty good. He's got some dark color around his eyes to give him kind of that more menacing look, so I think that comes off looking pretty good. And then he's got a very pearl white for the rest of his skin. On this one arm he's got a bandage, which he had in the video game. I don't recall why he has it or if they gave a reason why, but he does have this bandage on in the game. And then he's got this Hawaiian shirt, and this Hawaiian shirt is actually a separate piece that fits over the figure. You can't really remove it because there's no way you could pull it off here, but it's basically, it looks like it's glued here, so you'd have to basically kind of rip it if you wanted to take it off. But it is actually a separate piece on the figure, so it does limit some of the articulation with the movement, but I do like the paint detail. He's got some wash effect with this Hawaiian shirt with the flowers and the water and everything, so just nice detailing with that. It's got a collar, and it's kind of half unbuttoned. He's got this little thing hanging off this pocket on his chest. So again, just nice detailing with that. And then the pants are sculpted, and they're hard plastic. Though down here on the lower leg, you know, they've made it so it looks like it's covering the leg. So this little lower portion of the shorts is actually separate from the actual leg. I think the upper part is actually just sculpted. It's not like the pants are separate like the shirt, but this lower part of the pants is sculpted. Now again, this covers his knee joint, so that does limit some of the movement of the figure. And then he's got the shoes. Again, nice sculpting detail with the shoes, with the laces and everything. So yellow like that, and it's got the little red laces. So nice detailing with the paint applications. And he's even got like this little band-aid. You can see on his one leg, he's got this little band-aid on. And then he's got this one, I don't know what this is, hanging out of his piece of paper or something, hanging out of his pocket on his shorts. And he's got this little chain that's up underneath the shirt. So it's just a little gold chain that's attached to the top of his shorts that you can see, and it kind of hangs down. He's also got this little wristwatch that he's wearing that's got a gold metallic band, and then the arms of the watch are painted green with a black background. So that's, again, nice little detailing. So this figure stands, if you count to the tip of his hat, just a little bit under 7 inches tall, not quite 7 inches, but pretty close. Here he is next to the Arkham Origins DC Collectibles Joker figure. Sorry, I called this Arkham Knight Joker in my Harley Quinn review. I got it mixed up, but this is the Arkham Origins Joker, and it's a little bit taller, but they're pretty close to the same height. And then finally, here's a comparison with the Arkham Knight Batman figure, and Batman is definitely taller than Joker. So articulation, as I mentioned before, is a bit limited because of things like the shirt and the shorts and everything. So the head, you can turn left and you can turn right, and he's got some up, back and forth movement with the head, but not a whole lot, and he can pivot a little bit to the left and the right, but not a whole lot. Arms attached with their standard ball hinge joint, but because of this shirt, it really kind of limits that movement. That's about as much out as you can get the arm, and really doesn't have any rotation because the sleeve doesn't actually move. You do have a bicep swivel, so you've got some rotation there, and then you've got a double hinged elbow, so he does have really good bending at the elbow. You've got swivels at the wrist, and you've got hinges on the hand, so you've got good up and down movement with the hand. He has a midsection joint, but again, he's got this shirt, so it limits a lot of that movement. So you can move it forward a little bit there at that midsection and back, and you can move it a little bit, but you know, the shirt really kind of ruins that articulation there. He also has a waist swivel that can move pretty well. Then he's got just T-crotch legs, so he can't do the splits at all. He can get his leg forward about that much, and he can do his leg back about that much, but it's disappointing that he can't really do the splits in any way. And then he's got, I can't tell if it's a double or single hinged knee. I think it's double hinged, but again, because the pants come down over the knee, that's really as far as you can bend the knee, so he really doesn't have a whole lot of bending there. He does have rotation there, and then he's got hinges on the feet, so he's got good up and down movement, and he does have ankle pivot, and then no peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like the look of this figure. I think the detailing on it's really nice, and I mean, who doesn't like a Joker in a Hawaiian shirt? And it's also just kind of a nice tribute to that Killing Joke storyline. Even though this version of the Joker didn't play a major role in the video game, I still think it's one that if you're a Joker fan will want to add to your collection. Now, the articulation is a little bit disappointing on it, and I don't really understand that necklace, why we're getting that necklace as opposed to, say, something like a pistol. But overall, I do think this is a pretty cool looking figure. Now, this figure is hitting comic and specialty shops now. The Harley Quinn figure, the other figure in this wave, will ship from Diamond next Wednesday, so it'll be widely available at comic and specialty shops starting next Wednesday. And then the third figure that was originally slated, the Poison Ivy figure, which many of you have been asking, I don't know for sure. I think it's probably been delayed towards the end of the year, maybe with the Barbara Gordon figure in the wheelchair, which is a deluxe figure, but I don't know that for sure. She's not featured on the back of the packaging with this wave, obviously, so I'm not exactly sure. I have reached out to DC Collectibles to ask them, but at the time of this filming, I've not yet heard back from them. But when I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So we'll have a full gallery of images up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.